How's it going, mate? All right?
All right, good morning for it.
My word, great morning. How's Wayne's groin?
Don't worry about Wayne's groin, it'll be fine. He'll play Saturday. Kick a bag of goals. Catch you, mate.
No worries.
Stand and deliver.
We don't deliver anymore, mate. It's all bloody self-serve now.
That exercise is going to your head.
Ask Tony the baker, he saw him.
And you're both seeing things.
Chris, I'm just saying the guy looked like a bushranger, all right?
There hasn't been a bushranger around here for about 100 years.
Yeah, well, maybe I should phone it into the station.
You're not getting in here in that state into my clean bed, Alan! No, you're all sweaty and smelly. Get away. Well, maybe not.
Rightio, this is the home movie taken by that old army beat who runs the Bird Observers Club. See? He comes over the ridge in a minute. Who is? There. See him?
Yeah. Well, this bloke actually took a pot shot at Mrs. Greaves.
Yeah.
He's gay.
Too right he is. She was rapeable. I mean, he scared off a pair of black-faced wood swallows, which are very rare. I say she screamed at me.
You recognise him?
But Ned Kelly.
No bucket on his head. Oh, well, we can't have the bird watchers being picked off by some maniac who reckons he's a bushranger. Get Cooper and Doyle onto it.
Well, they're not in at the moment.
The shift started at 9. They're supposed to be. It's now 20 past.
It's 10 past.
It is 20 past. And where's Patterson? He was supposed to start at 8. Cooper! What time do you call this?
Sorry, boss.
You only live 2 minutes away. What's your excuse this time?
Slept in.
Haven't you heard of an alarm clock?
Boss, sorry we're late.
My fault. I asked for a lift.
Wayne has a problem with his groin.
Patterson, I do not want to hear about your groin. On my time, you're a police officer, not a football star. Do I make myself clear? You'd better get after this bushranger yourself.
Yeah, righto.
Bushranger, I saw him this morning.
When was this?
Just after dawn. Before I slept in.
I think you'd better explain yourself.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm here to see your chief of detectives.
In connection with...
I've been violated.
Right, so, Miss Hayes, we're talking about your jewellery, not your person.
It's been stolen, ransacked, every last piece of it.
Mm-hmm. Stolen from where? Where do you keep it?
Well, that's what I don't understand. It was hidden in a cake tin, inside a sugar bag, in a trunk, under the bench, in the tool shed.
What was wrong with the outhouse?
There's no need to take that tone with me, young man.
All right, so when was the last time that you checked on it?
Last week. I wore my diamonds to Harriet Costello's funeral.
You wore diamonds to the funeral?
I couldn't bear the woman. How do you think the thieves knew where to look?
That's a good question. Now, Miss Hayes, do you have any idea of the value of the missing items?
$10,000.
$10,000.
I'll need a copy of your report for the insurance company.
Well, first I'll have to check the scene. We'll need a detailed list of everything you claim's been taken.
It has been taken. I'm not imagining it. And I do have a detailed list.
I bet you do. Go down and check it out, eh?
She's in with Detective Hasham. I shouldn't be too...
Oh, well, Compo Hayes.
Alan, what are you doing here?
Hang on, you're that Hayes family?
The neighbours told me you'd gone to the police station. What are you doing here?
We've had a burglary.
Boss, it's for you.
Say again?
Hello, Sergeant Croydon.
He's partially deaf. My jewellery's been stolen, Alan.
Hang on, you're his mate?
No, his Aunt Felicia.
Yes. All right, Adam. We get down that out.
Oh, I do love to
Quiet!
with the same day.
Quiet!
Oh, Jimmy,
Excuse me for a moment, will you? All right, which one's the bushranger?
We haven't got round to that yet.
We caught these two trying to break into the Mudlark's dressing sheds with half a dozen snakes.
You two idiots are B. St. David supporters, right?
Oh, and the same.
Go and fetch the fire hose, Senior.
We're going to cream Mount Thomas come the grand final.
Really? Well, it's a pity you're going to miss the match. You'll be busy doing community service. Sorry about that, Mr. Talbot. Yeah, all right. No, we'll get somebody onto it straight away. Listen, if you see him again, do not approach him, all right? OK, thank you. Bye. Another bushranger sighting. The caravan park this time just after daybreak.
Now, is he waving his guns around?
And calling out, hand over all your gold. We're going to have to shut him down before somebody gets hurt. Here, take care of that, will you?
Oh, it's in the bags.
Oh! Jack, listen, I've got nothing against the bloke personally. It's the players that got him through to the grand final, not Bob Coleman. Well, he's got some very good ex-players on his coaching staff. Bob Coleman could not coach a team of tiddlywinks players. Listen, I've got to go, mate. Yeah, I'll catch you soon. Yeah, bye-bye.
Boss, you ever come across Venetia Hayes, Compo's auntie?
Yeah, I think I tried to serve a summons on her once. She put the dog on me. Why?
Well, they're trying to scam the insurance company.
So what's new?
Well, it's a stolen jewellery claim, 10 grand's worth. And I think it's hidden on the property.
And you want a warrant to search the farm? Be like searching for a needle in a haystack.
Well, it's probably stashed under a bed.
Peter, you can't go to the magistrate with that.
It's proactive policing.
You just want to put the screws on Compo.
Boss, that's not my style.
That is a pile of horse poop.
Horse manure, Doyle. What does that teach you?
Thought that was your area of expertise.
Why don't you just take a sample of the aforementioned ordure, which is posh French for poo, while I take some photographs of these hoof prints?
But how do we know this is from the bushranger's horse?
Well, it's a process of elimination, isn't it? I mean, the eyewitness account said the bushranger was seen riding along this track, and that's the only pile of ordure that I can see.
Not from where I'm sitting. So this is supposed to identify him, is it?
Constable Doyle, I mean, every horse has a different diet. Their dung is as distinctive as fingerprints. I mean, I think you should have paid more attention when they taught this at the academy. Hey, Maggie. What a cover for police life, eh? How do you reckon we're going to nab this bloke, Doyle?
Well, we're going to get up early and we're going to stake out the area before dawn.
Now, that sounds like a job for you and Cooper.
I doubt it. Adam wouldn't be up early enough.
I don't think so either. You know why, too, don't you? That little bloke's got himself a serious girlfriend. He's been sleeping over somewhere.
Makes you say that?
Oh, it's all about observation and deduction, Doyle. I mean, he's been late for work at least 3 times in the past fortnight. And the other day, out of the corner of my eye, across the office, I saw that he had a red hair on his jacket, a long red hair.
Perhaps he's friendly with a red setter.
Could be. Hey, it's not that Magda with the big jaw from the pizza shop, is it?
Well, it's a redhead, all right, but it's not Magda.
Do you know her?
It's all about observation and deduction. But yes, you know her.
No, it's not Chris Riley.
It's been going on for weeks, Nick.
Pigs.
Didn't you know?
Chris Riley?
It was the ghost of Starvation O'Flynn. He was a bushranger here during the gold rush.
Chris, it wasn't a ghost. It was a guy with a fake beard.
Oh, believe me, his horse manure was pretty real.
Well, legend has it he's still roaming the district looking for lost gold.
You want me to dim the lights and put on the spooky music?
So, why Starvation O'Flynn?
Because he died of hunger up in the mountains one winter. My granddad actually saw him. He was fishing once before dawn. He looked up and there was Starvation O'Flynn sitting on his horse watching him.
Was your granddad on or off the terps at this stage?
Oh, what a cynic. What do you reckon, Compo? Is the ghost of Starvation O'Flynn riding once again?
Don't believe in ghosts, Chrissy. Just spirits. 2 brandies, thanks.
Good one, Compo.
Wait, what's the bloody story, mate? How's your groin?
It's responding to treatment, thanks, Tony.
How'd you pull the muscle down there, mate? Hey? You'll be all right by Saturday.
Good as gold, mate.
Be a
Good as
screamer by
Shush,
Saturday.
everyone. Yeah, thanks. That was the publican from St David's. Little Stevie Roberts got off on the striking charge. But he got 3 matches for biting.
What? That's unbelievable. That was a kiss, not a bite.
Yeah, well, the tribunal sits in St David's, Wayne, so what do you expect?
What are we going to do with that little Stevie?
Don't you worry, mate. A champion team can always cover the loss of a champion player.
I wish you were coaching him, Tom.
Only ever the juniors, thanks, Tony. But I tell you what I would do if I was coaching him. I'd move that little freckle-faced kid down at the forward.
Oh, I don't know how I let you talk me into this.
We should run in these hills more often.
Where'd you try with the mudlarks? I thought you were a crash-up footballer.
Yeah, I've retired.
Oh, sure. Hang on. Oh.
You all right?
Hey.
Wait here.
Stay away from the gold departments.
Drop your gun! Varmint?
It sounds more like a cowboy than a bushranger.
Hey, Chris, look at this. It's gold.
How long this time?
Well, I've got a physio session, then I thought I'd do a quick hour in the pool. Hydrotherapy.
A quick hour. So that means 2 quick hours all up.
2.5 quick hours?
Look, Wayne, a part-time policeman is no use to me. You either get a doctor's certificate and take some sick leave, or you report for duty and you do it.
Come on, boss, we've just lost little Stevie Roberts. The team's depending on me more than ever now.
All right, 2 hours. Then I start to advertise your job. And when you get back, I want you to do your own body weight and paperwork.
Thanks, boss. It's important that the police be seen to be part of the community, don't you think?
Get out of here.
Check this out. Found gold.
Gold? Where?
Give us a look.
Out of the river?
Oh, that looks pretty real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I saw that bushranger guy again. He led me to it.
He what?
That's fool's gold.
Well, I'm going to have it tested anyway.
What's your eyesight tested,
You
mate?
have it aside, mate.
What's your eyesight
Adam, you don't come across real gold glinting in the sunlight.
Well, what's that? I don't suppose you tried to apprehend this charitable bushranger?
Boss, he was on a horse. I'm not quite that fast.
What were you doing down by the riverbank anyway?
Nothing.
Nothing?
See you this afternoon.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock, please, not 2:15, 2:30 or 3 o'clock, all right? Better have another look for this starvation, O'Flynn.
What's the charge supposed to be? Starting a gold rush?
I just don't want this joke, or whatever it is, to get out of hand.
Right, here we are. Now, please take a seat, Miss Hayes. Now, can I get you a cup of tea?
You could have just mailed the report and saved me a trip into town.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't be able to have a little chat. Now, around this list of items you claim were stolen.
They were stolen.
Ask the jeweller I know, and, Miss Hayes, he says we're talking $5,000.
But it's all antique. The settings are mostly 21-carat gold.
Well, even so, 10 stretching it.
And I've factored in inflation. It's worth 10,000. Are you accusing me of fabricating a claim?
Something smells bad here, Miss Hayes.
Hashem. That's not an Australian name, is it?
Right, now, since it's all 18 and 21-carat antique stuff, it'll be easy to identify.
If it turns up in a second-hand dealer's.
Oh, if? Well, I've been in contact with the dealer squad. Nothing so far. And there won't be. Look, it's not stolen, boss. The old witch is lying.
You know how hard it'll be to prove a deception case against them.
Listen, Compo's been ripping off the system for years, and we always let him get away with it because it's easier than trying to stop him.
It's a question of balancing resources against the likelihood of a conviction. You ought to know that.
All right. I'm drawing a line in the sand here. I'm going to search the place.
You're going to turn over an old lady's home for the sake of a bodgy theory? Sorry, mate. You need more than that.
Chris, dropped the gold off at a lab in Bendigo. Could be $200 worth or more.
You're like a kid on Christmas morning.
And I went to the Energy and Minerals office and applied for a mining licence.
You're actually going to stake a claim?
Yeah, I've got the marker pegs in the car. Come on, let's go before somebody else gets
Oh,
in.
you've quit the police force, have you?
I'll mine it on my weekends off. What does it matter?
You found a speck of gold, not the welcome stranger nugget. There is no guarantee there's going to be any more.
Yeah, but Chris, I won't know unless I look, will I?
That whole area was worked over last century. Even the Chinese gave it away.
Chris, I'm not expecting to get rich quick. It'll just be a bit of fun. Come on, let's go.
Look, I really can't see myself scratching around in the dirt. Thanks anyway.
Fair enough. See ya.
See ya.
You realise you're trespassing?
This is Crown land, mate.
No, it's not. Not anymore. Look at this.
Eldorado Country Estate.
The Eldorado Country Estate is the most exciting project I've ever been involved in. It's the high point of my career, Adam.
So I've got to buy 5 hectares before I can mine this land.
A 20-year mining licence comes with every block. It's a dream come true for an outdoorsy type like yourself.
Yeah, well, this would be my block, lot 4 for sure.
Superb choice. You've got excellent judgment, Adam. I'd say it was mint.
So how much money are we talking about, Celia?
$25,000? That's just about your whole annual salary.
Yeah, but boss, it's a good investment.
Listen, you saw this patch of dirt for the first time this morning, now you want to buy it?
Yeah, well, I have thought about it.
Well, my advice is that you think about it some more.
Yeah, but I can't afford to wait. If I don't grab it, someone else will.
That's no reason for buying something. You're letting a few grains of what may or may not be gold cloud your judgment.
Oh, well, if you're not willing to write me personal reference, I guess the bank will be happy with a letter from personnel.
You've already spoken to the bank? And our personnel department?
Yeah, well, boss, when I decide to do something...
Yeah, all right. I'll write you a reference if that's what you want.
Thanks, boss. Oh, yeah, I said I'd fax it through to the loans officer before the close of business today.
One thing about making a snap decision, there's always plenty of time to regret it later. I'll try and have something ready for you by the time you start duty.
Thanks, boss.
This El Dorado estate business has got to be connected to Starvation O'Flynn, gold mines and ghostly
Do you reckon it's a bit of a
bushrangers.
promotional gimmick, do you?
Well, I've heard of crazier schemes to try and sell useless land.
Why don't we set up a stakeout tomorrow, pre-dawn and catch him in the act?
I couldn't justify the overtime. And he hasn't broken any laws, as far as we know. If it is just a PR stunt.
Well, what about the guns?
Probably just firing caps.
Sorry I'm a bit late.
Oh, we're grateful for any time you can spare us, Mr. Patterson. Well, this bloke used to be a policeman, you know.
Oh.
Speaking of Starvation O'Flynn, blokes down at the swimming pool reckon he appeared to a couple of kids this morning down by the river. Told him to leave his gold alone, and when he took off, there was all this yellow shiny stuff in the water.
Sounds like my kind of ghost.
Come on, Thomas, please.
Might be worthwhile trying to find out who's behind this El Dorado company. Could give us a fix on Starvation O'Flynn.
All right, hold on. Boss, we've got an accident, 2 vehicles at the Widger intersection.
OK.
I've got an acupuncture appointment.
Just can't believe you're serious. You know, apart from scratching around in the dirt for gold that isn't there, I mean, what are you going to do with 5 hectares of dud land?
I might build a mansion on it.
Oh, but is the property serviced? You don't know. Does it go underwater when the river floods? You've got no idea, have you?
Look, I've just got a feeling about it, all right?
You could be planning to put a freeway through there for all you know.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to change my mind.
Well, aren't you a bit young to be saddled with a mortgage?
All right, Nick.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
Well, someone's got to pick up the lunches, haven't they?
No.
See, you missed a good bingo this morning.
What a fatal.
No, Desi Morris broke both his legs.
Isn't he one of the mudlark trains?
He's the trainer, the strapper, he runs the pie stall, he was lucky, though. This army truck went right over the top of his Volksy and it turned it into a convertible.
First Wayne's groin, then Stevie Roberts gets rubbed out, and now this. The mudlarks can kiss the premiership goodbye.
It's just a game.
You don't really believe that.
Right, I'll leave you two to it. I'll see you down the station.
Yep, righto.
See ya.
Yeah.
Chris, I just want to own a piece of land here. I mean, is there anything wrong with that?
Don't need my permission. So what happens to this land when you get transferred?
Well, maybe I won't get transferred. Might stick around Mount Thomas.
Meaning you're never going to go for a promotion?
Chris, there's more to life than a couple of hooks.
There could be so many other things you could be doing with your money, like travelling.
It's only a $25,000 loan at 11%. I mean, most guys my age would be spending that on booze or cars or, I don't know, clothes.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. You're worried I'm getting too committed to you, aren't you?
Rubbish.
So what if I am?
We've had a good time. We're having a good time. But don't try and turn this into something it's not.
I'm not. Look, Chris, this relationship's important to me. I'm not afraid of commitment.
Well, I am. I don't need it, and I don't want it.
The reported sightings of bushranger Starvation O'Flynn's ghost have been followed by numerous discoveries of gold. Numerous.
Fantastic. Every lunatic in the state will be heading up here now.
82% pure gold, my essay report.
What a shame it belongs to El Dorado Holdings, huh?
Yeah. Hey, can you guys cover for me? I want to get down to the bank.
Adam, you're a fool.
Yeah, I know what you think. This is real gold, guys.
Cooper! What? Don't tell me this new block of land?
Yep.
And where's Patterson?
Mount
No, don't tell me that either. Well, he's at the
Jack,
hypnotherapist or the faith healer, I suppose.
Jack Garfield, how are you? Yeah, no, Desi's all right. He's very lucky, though. He could have lost both his legs, yeah. I'll just get in for you. Boss, Jack Garfield from the football club. Very important matter, apparently.
Tom Croydon, Jack, how are you? No, mate, no, that's out of the question. It's been years since I've had a hands-on role with the seniors. Bob Coleman said that about me.
Your old mate, Bob.
Fair dinkum, did he? Well, I suppose I could give it some thought. Jack, can I call you back?
Hey, boss.
According to the major fraud group, Celia Donald and Alan Hayes are listed as the directors of Eldorado Investments.
Compo?
Yes, his latest scam's flogging useless work out gold mining country where people just happen to be stumbling upon gold.
Carefully guided by a ghostly bushranger, eh?
And at the same time, the Hayes family jewellery collection goes missing. Now, do we have any conclusions?
Compo has melted down his auntie's jewellery and he's using it to salt this land he's trying to sell.
Give the man on the seersucker suit a cigar.
Yeah, I'll make it a whistle. You are looking at the newly appointed Mudlark's trainer.
Along with every 5-hectare block, we're throwing in a mining licence. This means each individual property is potentially a little hobby mine.
The accent's on the word hobby. Nobody should expect to get rich investing in the Eldorado estate. There's no serious gold left there these days.
Yeah, well, I found some. So did some school kids.
Yeah, and we heard some guy from Sydney got lucky this morning.
I hear you, but we can't be held responsible for good luck, can we? We're selling a lifestyle here, not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Please, help yourselves to a cup of tea and a scone and feast your eyes on the estate. Alan and myself will be more than happy to answer any of your questions.
Cunning mongrel, talking the gold angle down.
Which makes it seem even more credible. Hope you've seen enough.
Constable Cooper, back to work.
Just must speak to them for a second. Any second thoughts?
About what?
Well, I'm going to buy this block. I'd sort of like it to be in both our names.
Oh, look, I can think of a million different ways I'd rather spend my money.
Well, you don't have to spend a cent. Look, Chris, I'm not trying to put chains around you. I just want us to share it, that's all.
Look, this is your little fantasy, mate, not mine.
Oh, well, better get back in there before my block goes.
You're seriously going to buy it?
Yeah, well, I'm young. Obviously don't know what I'm doing, do I?
Excuse me, I was wondering if you might have some work.
Well, not just at the moment. What sort of work were you after?
Oh, what have you got? Bar work, cleaning, kitchen hand? I'll never got anything.
Bar work, cleaning, anything.
Echo shush.
Well, weren't you buying one of the Eldorado blocks?
Yeah, it'll be the first thing we've ever owned.
Well, then won't you be too busy working out there to hold down another job?
Well, we kind of got a cash flow problem. Gary got this compensation money from losing the use of one eye. Well, it's mostly gone on the land, and he's spending the rest on mining equipment.
Well, is that wise? What if there isn't any more gold?
Gary says you've got to take a risk if you want to be successful.
Well, best of luck. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Best of luck.
Now, the jewellery would have been melted down by now, but I want to take a look at his shotgun. Now, they tell me a shotgun is the best way to sell gold and a piece of dirt.
Do they?
Yeah. Plus, there might be traces of his bush ranger disguise lying around.
If he's got his mates helping him, there may not be any evidence at Compo's place.
There'll be evidence there. The time is right to jump on him.
You've already faxed your affidavits for a warrant, haven't you?
Hey, Mr. Bushranger, to see you.
Very funny. There's trespassers on my land, Sergeant, on Eldorado.
Doing what?
Digging for gold. What else? I want you to get rid of them.
Sounds like your problem, not ours.
They're breaking the law. Doesn't that count for anything anymore?
Have you thought of hiring a security company?
That's you. I'm a taxpayer. I pay your wages.
Just out of interest, Compo, how much tax did you pay last year?
Sorry, I missed that.
I said, how much tax did you pay last year?
Rightio. We'll send somebody out to take a look around, but just remember, we are not your personal round-the-clock security company.
Get off your land, you thieving mongrels! Relax, Popo, we're just looking.
All right, Mr. Collie, put that down, thanks.
Go on. You two rack off or I'll charge you.
Go and get lost. If you want to mine for gold, buy some land. Next time we charge you with trespassing.
Compo, when did you join the force?
Oi! Oi! Come on!
Now, Miss Hayes, this warrant authorises us to search the premises for evidence of an indictable offence and stolen goods. Here you go. Constable, search the outbuildings, please. Stand aside, please, Miss Hayes.
I will not.
We have a legal right.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous. Get off my property.
Miss Hayes.
Get out, you! Get out, you!
Hey, whoa, listen, I'm the police.
You're a stranger!
I'm the police.
Get out! Get
Adam!
off my property! Go on! Hey! Get off! Hey! Get off indeed! Hey, not getting off my property! You too! Go on!
Chill out, Miss
Get
Hayes.
off! Get off! Get off my property!
I'm supposed to charm them. Feel bad?
Yeah, well, I should have arrested the old witch. I mean, look, she hits me with a bloody broom.
Well, perhaps you're going to have to call in soggies next time.
You got to admit it was pretty funny, mate.
Yeah, very funny.
You wouldn't have found anything anyway.
Wake up, Adam. Compo's conjured.
He might be behind the Starvation O'Flynn thing, but I'm sure there's gold out there.
Yeah, about $200 worth. Now, how much you out of pocket, mate? $2 grand? When's the balance due?
Adam,
Hey,
come
very
on.
large beer for me, please, Chris, and orange juice for Wayne, plus 3 helpings of the pasta special. Thank you.
3 helping.
Yeah, 2 for him. He's got to take aboard all the energy he can before Saturday.
Pass me fitness test.
Everyone hear that? Wayne passed his fitness test. What a bloody beauty, mate. Groin's come up all right then.
Good as gold, Tony.
Oh, here's cheers to Wayne's groin.
Wayne's groin. Bless him. Hey, Adam, look, don't take any of that personally. We're just a bit worried about you, that's all.
Don't worry, that's all right.
I tell you, if you want my advice, I mean, if you want to impress someone like Chris Riley, you want to go down to the chemist and pick her up something nice. I mean, buying a block of land's a bit of an overkill, isn't it?
Nick, I don't want your advice, all right?
Hey, no brawling, you two. I'll call the cops. That's for you.
Yourself speaking?
You know this hobby mine business of compost, he's pulling in some really sad cases.
Well, Adam, you mean?
No, Adam can take care of himself. I met this family before. They've put everything they own into this scheme and they'll be ruled.
Well, no one's forcing them to buy.
Well, can't you do something? There's carloads of these people arriving by the hour.
Now, the land is legally owned by Compo and he's selling it legally. It's a case of buyer beware.
Do you know he salted the land?
No, I don't know it. I suspect it. But unless we can prove it, if we can prove it, we can't prevent him from trading.
Starvation O'Flynn's doing his rounds again and he's in a bad mood by the sounds of things.
Well, blow me down. Until this moment, I didn't believe in ghosts.
Well, that was no ghost, Mr. Hayes. And you seem to stink of horses, so where were you this afternoon?
Me? You think I'm Damnation O'Toole?
Starvation O'Flynn.
Whoever. I can't even ride a horse. My bad back, remember?
This is a serious matter. What if somebody had been injured or even killed?
They were trespassing on my land. They deserve whatever they get.
So where were you?
Driving back from St David's. On my own.
Well, sooner or later, we're going to prove it was you in the fancy dress, Compo.
What about all these poor people who pour everything they've got into this scheme of yours, Compo? What happens to them when they've spent everything they've got and they've got absolutely nothing to show for it?
It's a free country. I haven't done anything to anybody. And the name's Alan. So, gentlemen, if you don't mind...
No, that's all right, Alan. You can go.
Mongrel.
Fortunately, I didn't catch that. You can drive me home now, Constable.
Get a taxi.
Cooper, am I right in thinking that you played a bit of footy for one of the police district teams last year?
Yeah, the Northern Bulls, but I've retired.
As a rover, yes?
Yeah, but I don't play anymore.
Didn't you kick 5 goals or so against the Fire Brigade rep team?
Yeah, funny, I'm trying to forget that game, boss.
You haven't played for anyone else the last couple of seasons?
No, I don't play at all.
You still got your boots?
Boss, yeah, but I get white line fever. Put me on a footy ground and I'll go crazy.
Why don't you come down to training first thing tomorrow morning? We'll push you through your paces.
Well, the league won't let me play.
I've already sung your praises to Bob Coleman. He wants you, and the secretary has green-lighted it. See you at training.
Come in if you're redheaded and gorgeous.
Gorgeous, do you?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were...
No, mate, I know who you thought it was. Doing a bit of cleaning, are you?
No, I'm actually looking for my footy boots. The boss has roped me into this game.
No, you don't sound too happy about it.
Yeah, well, the last time I ran on the field, I knocked a guy out.
Well, as Dad always told me, that is the risk you take when you run onto a football field, son.
Yeah, but, mate, it was the goal umpire.
You have got a temper, haven't you, really? I mean,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that before downstairs.
No, I think I'm big enough to live with that, Madam Keeper. But I'll tell you something, mate. I was a bit surprised to hear about you and Chris, but that's okay. It's good. And I'm happy for you. Well, that's all I wanted to say to you.
Thanks. Hey, listen, do you reckon I'm stupid buying into this land? I mean, everybody else seems to think so.
Well, if you're doing it to impress Chris, you're an A-grade moron. But if you're doing it because you genuinely like the block and you want to do something with it, then, you know, go for it. Why not?
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob. I'm really flattered that you thought of me as a replacement for Desi, because one of the tragedies of today, apart from Stevie's suspension, of course, is that Desi Morris can't be with us at all. Now, I know that Desi thinks of himself as one of the little people, but it's blokes like him that actually got us through to this grand final. Desi Morris. Now, hang on. Now, listen, he sent us a message from his hospital bed. Hang on. Oh, you'll like this, I think. Here we go. Accept the challenge without reservation or doubt, mudlarks, so that you can experience the exhilaration of victory. Well, food for thought there, eh? Thank you, Desi.
Lee Matthews said that to Collingwood before the 1990 grand final.
Now, he also asked me to thank all those blokes and girls who, not that there were many of those, who helped him to rebuild the dressing sheds. OK, now I'm going to hand you back to our coach, Bob Coleman. Good luck, and all you players, keep off the bubbly, all right? Shut up a minute, will you?
An accident out at the River Flats. A little girl's been hurt.
Bloody lunatic horseman came charging through, firing his guns again. Lisa ran off. She didn't see where she was going. She fell down this old mine shaft.
Don't worry, these people will have her out here in no time.
Sweetheart! Echo, answer, Mummy! Lisa!
I can't hear anything, Gary.
It's going to be all right, Mrs. Colley.
She was calling for me until a few minutes ago.
And there was no sign of her. There's a lot of rubble about there.
Yeah, I was trying to climb down before, but I just knocked more dirt and stuff in.
Well, mate, good day. Why don't you go over and look after the missus, all right? Because these guys are getting the frame set up, so everything will be OK. I had a word to Bevan. He's setting the frame up, but he doesn't think he's got anyone small enough to put down the shaft.
What about Maggie?
Hey, compo. Well, your back's on the improve today, mate.
I had my days. What are you doing here?
Seizing evidence.
What evidence?
Well, that tracksuit for starters. Gonna have it examined for horsehair.
Where's your search warrant?
Well, I'm acting on yesterday's.
I thought I told you to scat.
Your nephew's responsible for a little girl falling down a mine shaft.
What?
You scared her half to death with your bushranger routine, compo.
What is this? What have you been up to, Alan?
Go on, Alan, tell her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You see, Miss Hayes, he got himself involved in a gold rush scam. And there's a little girl in a mine shaft that could be dead. We're still trying to get her out.
Well, you'd better go with him and sort this out. And when you get back home, I want to talk to you about my jewellery.
Mm-hmm.
Boss, search and rescue said they'd be about another 45 minutes.
We can't wait that long. The SES have got it under control. Look, the kid's conscious, but she's probably in shock. She's on a pile of debris about 15 feet down the shaft.
Can you get a spinal board down there?
No, it gets too narrow too fast. What we're going to do, we're going to try and lower Maggie down to get the kid out.
Righto, Mount Thomas Station back on channel.
So, what's the news, mate?
They still haven't got her out yet.
She's still down the shaft.
Yeah, how does that make you feel?
Send that to forensic, huh?
Listen, this doesn't prove anything. Even if you do find horse hairs, it doesn't prove I'm the bush ranger. It just proves I've been riding horses.
Compo, you got a bad back. Now, what the hell are you doing riding horses? And Adam, tell Forensic to swab his hands for gunpowder residue, okay?
What'll that prove? I might have been out shooting rabbits. I shoot a lot of rabbits.
Rabbits? Well, maybe that explains your hearing loss. Let's go.
Am I under arrest?
No, he's just helping us with our inquiries.
Right, got her.
Got her. Be careful. Echo!
Ow! Will you just watch it up there?
You stupid fool.
You okay, Mags?
Yeah, you can take us up now.
Bring it up slowly.
You okay, Mags?
Yeah.
Here she comes.
All right, Maggie.
Echo, sweetie.
You'll be right. You'll be right, mate. You get out of the way of the paramedics, all right?
Good girl. Good girl.
Let's just leave her. Don't touch her, mate. Don't touch her.
She's going to be fine. She's going to be fine.
All right, Mr. Colley, just leave it to the paramedics, okay? Don't touch her. Don't touch her.
Well done, Max.
Yeah, good job, Maggie.
There you go. All right, she looks like she's going to be okay.
Yep. Hey.
Well, look who it is, eh? Compo O'Flynn.
We've been sitting here sipping a tea. We've been pulling a little girl out of a mine shaft.
Is she okay?
Well, why don't we just drop you down the hull, Compo, and you can find
That's
her.
enough. PJ.
Well, we haven't got enough to charge him.
Can't bluff him into a confession.
Boss, the guy is incapable of telling the truth. Now, our only hope is if we find the pistols, the horse, or whatever he used to melt the jewellery down.
They sort of be stashed at one of his mates' places.
So what do you want to do?
Mr. Hayes. Sit down. Now, without the fine work of my officers and a lot of luck, you'd be facing a manslaughter charge right now. Must be your lucky day. It's unlikely that we'll ever be able to prove that you were responsible for the child's accident. Nevertheless, you're going to make things right. You're going to buy back those blocks of land at the original sale price, plus stamp duty, legal fees, the lot.
Why should I? They were legal transactions.
Because if you don't, we're going to recommend to the Minerals and Energy people that we don't think you're a fit and proper person to hold an exploration or mining licence.
You can't do that.
And we're going to have a chat to the fraud squad and talk to them about your supposed hearing loss and the miraculous improvement in your bad back.
Epis! It's gold. I found gold. Thought I'd better fill in the old mine shaft before somebody else fell in. Look what I dug up. It's in the very first scoop of me backhoe.
Give us a look. It can't be gold.
Why not? I reckon it'll last us at least a year. What do you reckon she's worth?
I tell you what, Mr. Colley, I'll buy your block back from you with a bit on top for your trouble.
Pigs you will. No, I'm straight to the hospital, shot to Sue and Lisa. Shout you all a drink later, eh?
You keep that nugget secure, Gary. There are a lot of thieves about.
Well, if I'm no longer required here, I've got some land to buy back. I'll return your deposit to you the moment the bank opens on Monday.
Not a chance, Compo.
All right, you two, come on. We've got a grand final to play in less than 2 hours.
Boss, I'm not in match condition.
Bob reckons he's going to leave you on the bench, just run you on every now and again to create a diversion.
All right.
It's called the Mongrel Factory. Come on.
Go, Mudlarks. I'll give you a cheer from the beer tent.
Thanks very much. How's it going? No. Come on, it's all right. Come on, son. Tell me.
Gary's nugget's probably a fluke. You realise that?
Yeah, Chris, I realise that. Look, this is not about the gold, and it's not about putting pressure on you. I just want to own a piece of land.
And if you get transferred to Upper Whoop,
Then I'll sell it, or I'll save it for my retirement.
can't imagine you're an old man.
Look, Chris, I really like the way things are between us, you know. I'm having a really good time. And I don't want to ruin that.
Me neither. Playing footy today?
Yeah, looks like it. Hope I don't get a run.
Me neither. I like your face just the way it is.
We actually won the grand final by 24 points. Unfortunately, Wayne was concussed 5 minutes in, had to leave the ground. Once we'd rewrited the point post, Cooper was brought on and was forced to play the rest of the match in his place.
Your wife won't take my money.
Croissants are on the house, Chris. Tell Adam you bloody beauty for me, will you?
Will do.
No worries.
The boy had a big game. He finished with 4 goals and was voted best on ground. Mind you, he was reported for striking a St David's player early in the second quarter. And he did start an all-in brawl just after half-time.
Wake up, hero. Fresh croissants for breakfast.
Hero.
How do you feel?
How do I look? That's how I feel.
Still, I think he enjoyed being part of the team. He's beginning to fit in here at Mount Thomas.